Money does grow on trees. Money does grow on trees because trees are symbolic of creativity. And creativity is the source, is the channel for money, for prosperity, for success, for happiness. Creativity is the product of our imagination. Because whatever you entertain in your imagination the most, sooner or later becomes an experience, sooner or later becomes a situation, sooner or later becomes an object, sooner or later becomes a person. That God-given power of mind, which is our ability, our faculty to create anything that we want in the out there. Because imagination is what's going is within. Within. You produce, you create within, and you experience and you see with your physical eyes without. Our faculty to create anything that we want in the outer through our creative imagination. For that power is the power that authorizes from anything in the universe that has ever come forth and has been created by the creative imagination of mankind. Imagination is the author of size, of weight, of shape, of color, of everything that is formed in the universe. It has often been called the scissors of the mind, for it is imagination that shapes and forms the radiant, invisible substance of the universe. Creativity is something that we all have. We all have creative imagination, which means we all have the ability, the power, the authority to have money, to enjoy money, to invest money, to multiply money, to attract money, to celebrate money. Because money does grow on trees. Money does grow on trees because trees are a symbolic of creativity. This is a fragment of the book of Martha Guisini, Why Not Be Rich? Think about it. How are you using your imagination? What are the images, the ideas, the pictures, the informations, the situation, the circumstances you entertain the most in your imagination? What is your imagination full of? What is your imagination full of? Because whatever you entertain in your imagination the most, sooner or later, you are going to entertain it in your body. Sooner or later, you are going to entertain it by experiencing it. As I always say in my videos, if your imagination can go there, you can be there. Fill up your imagination with what it is that you want and not the opposite. Fill up your imagination. Make your imagination a happiness store, a money store, a success store, a prosperity store, a health store, a happiness store, a joyful store, a prosperity store. That your imagination is so full of good that only good you can experience, that only good you can attract, that only good you can manifest, that only good you can enjoy. Your imagination. Imagination is image in action. The images you entertain the most in your mind are the images you are going to experience. So entertain the images of whatever it is that you want to experience. See yourself doing it already in your imagination. You can do it. I can be here right now making this video, but in my imagination, I can see myself at the bank receiving $10 million that I can enjoy and do whatever I want with that money. Yeah. I can picture myself right now. I can visualize myself. I can see myself going to the bank, get that money. I have the money. Now I already know what I'm going to buy, what I'm going to invest, which one of my friends in my family I'm going to bless with, or which other people I'm going to bless with that money. I can do all of those things in my imagination because our imagination does not have limits. Think about it. The fact that you can think about anything, and the fact that now you know that whatever goes on in your imagination sooner or later become a reality, what are you going to make available in your imagination? What are you going to think? What are you going to entertain with your thoughts? which ideas, which pictures, which words, which scenarios are you going to keep in your mind the most? Because whatever your mind is full of, sooner or later your life is going to be full of it. Imagine the best. Imagine yourself winning. Imagine yourself healthy. Imagine yourself prosperous. Imagine yourself successful. Imagine yourself healthy. Imagine yourself happy. Imagine yourself winning. Imagine yourself helping. Imagine yourself being a vessel of prosperity, a vessel of happiness, a vessel of love, a vessel of inspiration, a vessel of peace, a vessel of positivity, a vessel of success, a vessel of greatness, a vessel of motivation, a vessel of kindness, a vessel of money, a vessel of what is possible. You can imagine that. Imagination is image in action. So which images, which pictures do you have in your mind about yourself, about your relationships, about your family, about your body, about your bank account, about your dreams, about your goals? Which images of yourself do you entertain the most in your mind? Money does grow on trees. Repeat that to yourself consistently. Repeat that. Also, this message is another way of reprogramming your mind to what is to have abundance, to receive money, enjoy money, invest money, circulate money, give money. If you tell yourself consistently, money does grow on trees, money does grow on trees, money does grow on trees, now you are imprinting in your subconscious mind that it is easy to have money, it is easy to enjoy money, it is easy to receive money, it is easy to multiply money, because money does grow on trees. And imagine how many trees there are all over the world. That's exactly the amount of money and so much more that it is. Every time you see a tree, that's money right there. Yeah. Money does grow on tree because also money is energy. Energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be transformed. Yeah. That's why certain people find ideas, business, products that can bring money into their life. Why? Because they have found a way to transfer money from maybe investing, maybe having a business, maybe building a product. See, all of those are simply another ways of transforming the use of money, because money is available all the time, because money is energy. Repeat that to yourself. Money grows on trees. Money grows on trees. Money grows on trees. Repeat to yourself, I imagine myself prospering. I imagine myself successful. I imagine myself rich. I imagine myself enjoying money, giving money, multiplying money, having money. I imagine myself rich. I imagine myself prosperous. I imagine myself wealthy. I imagine myself successful. I imagine myself with so much money to give, so much money to enjoy, so much money to invest, so much money to make my life better and make other people's life better. So much money to show people that it's possible to enjoy money, to have money, because money is always coming in into my life. 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 Money does grow on trees. Believe that. Believe it. Repeat it to yourself as much as you want until you believe that it's true and is unlocked and print in your subconscious mind, in your mind, and in your heart. Money does grow on trees. Money does grow on trees because trees are symbolic of creativity. And we all have the creative power. Creativity is the product of our imagination. That God-given power of mind, which is our ability, our faculty to create. We are creators, to create, to produce. You can, I can, all of us can. Because all of us have imagination. Do you know a human being that cannot imagine something? But what I find interesting and curious is how many people imagine what is bad. How many people imagine what is bad, what is evil, what is poor, what is broken? How many people imagine themselves suffering, imagine themselves broken, imagine themselves poor, imagine themselves weak, imagine themselves crying, imagine themselves unsuccessful, imagine themselves sick, imagine themselves going through heartbreaks, imagine themselves being around people who don't care about them, imagine themselves losing. How many people are using the imagination only for what is bad, only for what is wrong, only for what is poor? They imagine themselves weak. They imagine themselves broken. They imagine themselves ugly. They imagine themselves nasty. They imagine themselves stinky. They imagine themselves nothing. Doing nothing, having nothing, receiving nothing, experiencing nothing. And that's all they imagine all day, every day. And then you are surprised when all of the things in your life only go bad, only go in the wrong way, the negative way. If that's what you are entertaining consistently in your imagination, why are you going to receive anything different from whatever it is that you are entertaining in your mind? Why? But guess what? Good news. If you can imagine yourself doing bad, you can also imagine yourself doing good. If you can imagine yourself poor, you can also imagine yourself rich. If you can imagine yourself struggling to make money, to receive money, to invest money, you can also imagine yourself easily multiplying money, easily receiving money, easily manifesting money, easily enjoying money, easily giving money, easily attracting money. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Our faculty to create anything that we want in the outer, because the outer is where we experience things. Within, in the inner, is where we build, is where we create, is where we produce, is where we manifest things. Because the world is not outside in. Well, but for some people it is, unfortunately. The world is not outside in. The word is inside out. So whatever you have within, you portray it out. Whatever you have within you consistently, that's exactly what you're going to get out. So if you don't like what you are getting in the outer, change what is going on in the inner. For that power is the power that authorizes us to create anything in the universe. Listen to this. Anything in the universe that has ever come forth has been created by the creative imagination of mankind. Anything in the universe that has ever come forth has been created by the creative imagination of mankind, by the creative power of our mind, by our imagination. Imagination is the author of size, of weight, of shape, of color, of everything that is found in the universe. It has often been called the incisors of the mind, for it is imagination that shapes and forms the radiant, invisible substance of the universe. Creativity is something that we all have, which means all of us can have money, all of us can invest money, all of us can attract money, all of us can enjoy money, all of us can circulate money, all of us can multiply money, because all of us have the creative power. All of us have creativity within. All of us do. Because there is no single human being that cannot imagine something. It's either you are imagining good or you are imagining bad. It's either you are imagining yourself healthy, prosperous, rich, successful, or you are imagining yourself poor, broken, weak, ugly, low. Whatever you imagine, don't be surprised whenever you experience it. Creativity is something that we all have. We all have a creative imagination. Use. And again, we have to give clear direction to our creative imagination. We must consciously be picturing, I said earlier, be picturing what we want. Picture what you want and not the opposite. Else we are unconsciously picturing whatever it is, the imagination. Imagination always out pictures. Out pictures. That's real important idea, because We say, I'm not picturing that in my life. You say that because you are not picturing it on a conscious level. But in the unconscious realm, which manifests at all times until you change or erase the image that is in the unconscious, we'll keep our picturing the same old conditions until we begin to change them. I'm going to read it again. You are not picturing something in your conscious level, but it's in the unconscious realm, it's in the unconscious level. And whatever picture, whatever idea, whatever definition, whatever belief, whatever experience you have in your unconscious, those are the things you are going to experience, you are going to receive, you are going to go through. Because the unconscious realm, the unconscious aspects of us manifest all the time, because there's unconscious is where our life is being produced, our experiences is being produced. The Bible verse that said that watch out for what is on your heart, because that word the springs of life come from. I don't memorize Bible verses, but sometimes I remember them. I just remember this one right now. So if you don't change or erase the images, the pictures, the ideas, the experiences you have in your unconscious, those pictures are going to keep happening. Those experiences are going to keep happening. Those situations are going to keep coming up. Yes. If you don't change the pictures on your subconscious mind, that picture is going to keep manifesting. That picture is going to keep creating. That picture is going to keep being what leads your life. If you don't like what you are experiencing, change the pictures that you have on your unconscious and on your conscious level. Until you change or erase the image that is in the unconscious, it will keep out picturing the same old conditionings until you begin to change them. If you don't change the pictures on your unconscious mind, on the unconscious realm, if you don't change the pictures in your imagination, the ideas, the beliefs, the experiences, the images in your imagination, those images are going to keep happening. The same old conditioning, the same old experience, the same old people, the same amount of money, the same house, the same building, the same clothes, the same relationship, the same type of friendship is going to keep happening until you change the pictures in your imagination. Money does grow on trees. Yes, money does grow on trees. Money grows on trees because trees are symbolic of creativity. And all of us have the creative power because all of us have the ability, the choice, the authority, and the power to imagine something.